Okay, so now we have our dough from our mixing bowl onto our parchment paper. Please don't put it on the table. You're gonna take your pipe and act like it's a rolling pin. You're just gonna take it and you're gonna roll it out. We don't wanna roll it too thin, otherwise our ornaments aren't gonna be steady, but we won't want it too thick either, okay? Roll it out. It's gonna take a few times to get it right. Again, everybody can take turns. If it's too sticky, just add some more flour in there. Take a small pinch of it with your fingers and put it in there, mix it all together. Okay, mine doesn't look too bad. Take whatever ornament you want. I'm gonna do the Christmas tree. And you're gonna put it in the dough, but you want the end that's kind of sharp and you want the flat edge on top, okay? So put it on top, press it in there, okay? And then you're just gonna keep putting as many as you can. Okay, I've got my ornaments. I'm gonna be able to make a lot more ornaments than this, but you're gonna start peeling away the extra dough, okay? You might have to hold down your ornaments, but you're gonna start peeling that away. And you're gonna take the extra dough and you're gonna put it in a pile over here. I'm gonna do my Christmas tree. I'm peeling away as much dough from that as I can. Put it in a pile. A couple of you can do this at a time. It doesn't just have to be one person. Okay, there's my Christmas tree, but I think I've got some extra dough along the edges, so I'm gonna run my finger around it one more time. You can even take your toothpick and run it around the edge. I'm gonna grab a toothpick and run it around the edge. Okay, this is the tricky part. You have to be really careful. When you lift this up, sometimes it might get stuck to the paper. So take your hands, kind of work it underneath. And lift the cookie away, cookie cutter away. Okay, there's my tree. Doesn't look perfect, does it? But I can take this toothpick and I can push away the extra stuff. And you can make it as neat as you want. The last step that we're gonna do is you can take your toothpick, and we wanna make a hole since it's ornament, so we're gonna stick it in there. You're gonna kind of twirl it around like that. You're gonna need it big enough to put a string through, and then you have an ornament. If you mess up your ornament, please don't panic. Let's say that this got messed up like that. I can reshape it with my fingers if I want to, or I can scratch the whole thing, put it back in my pile, mix it together, roll it back out, and do the dough again. You should be able to make 9 or 10 of them with this one recipe. I made some earlier, and they're gonna look like this when they're dry. It's gonna take about 24 hours for them to dry, but when they do dry at home, you can paint them or you can put some regular Mod Podge over them and they're gonna stay and they're gonna smell really fresh. Put them someplace where your cat isn't going to step into them like mine did, and she created her own footprint. And you might even wanna flip them over later on, about halfway through the day, so they'll dry. But that's what they're gonna look like when they're all done. You can get started.